Welcome to 2025 and thank you for joining me on yet another NZ hiking adventures. This is my first adventure for 2025 and it's a multi-day trip at that. We're over here on the west coast for an awesome wild west coast adventure. Styx track. So our destination for today is Grassy Flat Hut. Sign says 4 hours, but I think that's a little bit light considering everything I've read. But we will see what happens. It is a mint day, so looking forward to heading up the Styx River. Back down the river, and not sure if you can see it, but over in the distance is an orange triangle. So we need to cross the river to pick up the track over there. Wary of the Ongaonga along this section of track. It's hard to avoid and sometimes you get stung without even noticing until it starts stinging. Just out of the bush and into Tyndall Creek. Across Tyndall Creek, and we'll pick the track up to Mid Styx Hut and that follows the stream. Our route continuing on.
Oh, actually, do we?
I haven't felt much coming up Tyndall Creek, but we leave Tyndall Creek and climb up to the terrace. It's very steep, and a couple of places there's some rope, which comes in quite handy, but that is quite the climb to come up to get to this terrace, which should take us directly to Mid Styx Hut. So we're on the terrace now that leads to Mid Styx Hut. It's quite nice along here in the bush. Yeah, good wee bit of track. Here we are, Mid Styx Hut. And it's just starting to drizzle. And that was Mid Styx Hut. So we are going to carry on down this way and we're heading for Grassy Flat Hut. Well, the trip info did say that the track from Mid Styx did drop steeply down to the Styx River, which is way down there, and yep, it is pretty steep. And here we are, back at the mighty Styx. We are heading up that way to get to Grassy Flat Hut. And first of all, we need to make a wee crossing here to get over there. A good crossing point, I can safely say, with low flow, but definitely wet undies. Just climbed out of the river and made it onto the highway that is the old Browning Pass road. Well, I'd like to say we've completed all the hard work for today. We've started from the road end, we've climbed up to Mid Styx Hut. Definitely took longer than what everything said. Just lost the track a little bit. Right. That was 4 hours up to Mid Styx. We've come from Mid Styx now, dropped back down to the Styx. That did take us half an hour, which is what I had read it would take. And now we are cruising along on the old Browning Pass track and it says that it's an hour to get to Grassy Flat Hut, which is our destination for the evening. So let's see if it does take us an hour. Long story short, the Styx is certainly not done with us. We've just done a pretty big climb up and down to bypass what I imagine is a pretty massive slip, and now we're just dropping back down to the Styx. Getting there. A hut. I do hope I got that deer, because that was very cool. Wowzers. But yes, we are just about at Grassy Flat Hut. There it is, over there. Well, hello hut. I think we are all very happy to be here today. Good morning from Grassy Flat Hut. This is day 2 of my first multi-day trip for 2025. So yesterday we came up that direction, up the Styx River via Mid Styx Hut. It was definitely a tough day, but it was really good hike. Behind me, that's the hut. And today we are heading in that direction behind me up to Styx Saddle, and then we'll drop down to the Arahura River and across to Mudflats Hut. Should be another good day. There is forecast for some heavy showers starting about 1 o'clock today, so hopefully we can avoid the worst of that. Leaving Grassy Flat Hut, and we're heading for the Styx Saddle. First up, just got to cross the river and head over in that direction. We're on the climb towards Styx Saddle. Pretty big slip there. I'm gonna scoot around the edge. I think that's the track up there. This is the Styx Saddle. Lots of long tussock. All very wet. And we've crossed the Styx Saddle and we've just come to the junction with the Arahura Valley, and we are going this way to Mudflats Hut. Just when you think it's a really nice bench track, you come across a massive washout, and look at that chain just to haul yourself up the other side. We've got to scramble up. Close to the hut now. Just gotta cross the river, and there it is up there on the terrace. Here is the bridge we need to cross to get to the other side and to get to Mudflats Hut. Looks like a new sign. We're going that way tomorrow, towards Lower Arahura Hut. Nice looking bridge. Looks like remnants of an old cableway down there. Up the valley. Hut. So here we are, Mudflats Hut. Well, here we are at Mudflats Hut. We've come over from Grassy Flat Hut, over the Styx Saddle and down the Arahura River to Mudflats Huts. It's taken us just over 4 hours today, certainly taking it easy because yesterday was a bit strenuous, and tomorrow we'll be heading further down the river, probably do a side trip up to just the Newton Creek Hut, and then carry on to Lower Arahura Hut. Good morning from Mudflats Huts. We are heading today down the river in that direction, and we are heading to Lower Arahura Hut. We are going to do a wee side trip up to Newton Creek Hut just to bag that hut. I don't think it's too far off the main track, but we'll see when we get there. So as you can see behind me, that is the direction we are heading in, and up there, that's where we came from yesterday. Should be a really good day weather-wise. Left Mudflats Hut, come down the steep hill and just cruising along the track, across the swing bridge, back to the true left, and then we'll carry on down to the junction with Newton Creek. junction with Newton Creek Hut. 2 hours that way. Carry on that way to get to Lower Arahura Hut. So we're just back from the side trip to Newton Creek Hut, just having some lunch, and then we will carry on to Lower Arahura Hut for the night. If you want to see the trip up to Newton Creek Hut, check out the link above. Lots of these sections on this bit of track, wash out, cross the Lower Arahura River, and then scramble up to the other side of the track. Most of the time it's a scramble down as well. Down there, and there's the main Arahura River. Do the hard work to get the good bit of track. How cool is this? Lower Arahura Hut, our final destination for today. How cool is this? Well, here we are, Lower Arahura Hut. Hut's behind me, so is the long drop. Great wee spot, hot day, very glad to be here. But it's been an awesome day getting from Mudflats Hut, doing the side trip up to Newton Creek Hut, back down, and then along the track down to this hut. Good morning and welcome to the last day of my first multi-day trip for 2025. As you can see behind me, the sun is hitting the peaks, so it's going to be another amazing cracker of a day. Warm and sunny, just what we want for our walk out. Track time from Lower Arahura Hut to Milltown Road, 2.5 to 3.5 hours. So who knows how long it will take, but we'll see. And on the way out we pass what's called the cesspool. Apparently it's a rival for the Hokitika Gorge, so really interested to check that out. Just left the hut and immediately come to this washed out creek, which is the story of this trip. And back onto the track down here. So the track is a mix of in the bush and along the riverbed to get around slips and washouts. Coming up to the cesspool, as I said earlier, it apparently rivals the Hokitika Gorge. I've never been here before, so it'll be really interesting to see just how impressive it is. Cesspool Swing Bridge. Oh wow, that is very cool. So we've crossed the cesspool swing bridge and we're now on this four-wheel drive track that's going to take us to the end of the road. A bit muddy in places, but you know, it's the west coast. Well, thanks for joining me on another NZ hiking adventure and my first multi-day trip for 2025. It's been an awesome trip. Managed to bag 4 huts that I've never been to before and successfully traversed the Styx and Arahura River valleys. See you on the next one.